Greetings and salutations, my operators, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order Avalon the Fae. Last time, we finished Act 1, I think? I'm not entirely sure. There was an interlude where we got caught up with what's going on with the rest of Caldia. But yeah, that's we fought, I think we fought the Calamity, which was like a giant hand. A hand made of hands. The other thing that happened. We reunited with Mash. We got her memories back. We fought the giant hand, and then we lost Mash immediately afterwards. That's the main story. And we are currently on our way to Camelot to meet with Morgan. So yeah, that's what's going on. We saved Norwich. Norwick. Which or which? Wick. Norwich. And yeah, let's oh, we're currently traveling with Bargus and her entourage of knights to meet Morgan. And my ear is constantly popping right now and it's driving me insane. Ah, it's like being underwater. Doctors can't figure out what's going on with me. It just happens. Alright, let's continue on. 22 AP node, which is a fight. Well, that's a relief. This carriage ride is just as smooth as the reader bits. By the way, Baron Draco, are you really ready for this? I'm kind of nervous, but... But you'll be fine since you're used to this sort of thing? Is that it? Well, that must be nice. I couldn't sleep a wink last night, so I just practiced with my staff. And you're, what, 20% nerves, 80% relaxed? How can my servant be so much better at this? It's not that, Altria. Baron Draco is just as nervous as you are. He's just had enough experience with situations like this to understand the value of staying calm. Masters need to give orders to... Wait, what? Masters need to give orders to and watch out for their servants, after all. So while Baron Draco might not be able to fight on the front line himself, he's very good at keeping cool under pressure. Really? So you've met a lot of other kings then? And some goddesses too. So you'd think I'd be used to this sort of thing by now, but nope, not even close. By the way, I heard something interesting about Tamlin Gawain back in Norwich. Apparently, she was the first fairy to be made a Tamlin during the era of the High Queen. Oh. About 200 years ago, during the year 1800 of the era of the High Queen, there was a huge outbreak of caterpillar moors in central Britain. That calamity later came to be known as the Caterpillar War, and it was Gawain who put a stop to it. So while it might not have been the calamity we got rid of in Norwich, she still resolved the calamity just like Altria did, and that's what led to the Queen recognizing her skill. Are you filled with newfound respect now, or just surprised? No, nothing but... Gawain could... Wait, what? Gawain would do surprise me or make
me respect her.
Oh.
Nothing but Gwen could do would surprise me, or make me respect her. That said, I guess this means Morgan's not the only fairy to have dispelled the calamity then. Guess this means I'm even less special than I thought. Oh man, now I'm even more nervous. Oh crap, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you even more nervous. And hey, from what I heard, the Capital War wasn't all that big of a calamity. I mean, the one in Norwich was a once-in-a-millennium great calamity, so it had to be smaller than that. Don't forget, we saved the entire city. You have every right to be proud of that, about that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Mash and Bear Draco might have done most of the heavy lifting. But I definitely still contributed. And when it comes to defeating Mars, I can hold my own against any Tamlet.
More smoke spar nearby! Incoming from 3, 7, and 11 o'clock! Lightning soldiers, prepare your mystic codes. Guards, get into your formations.
Bear Draco.
I know. You want to show Gwen what you can really do, right?
Right. I'm gonna make her see me in a new light. If you're out here, I assume you have no intention of sitting back and letting us do all the fighting. Very well. I would welcome your aid. There are a lot of Moors here, and I would prefer to avoid casualties. Follow me, Child of Prophecy, Forward Mage. Make sure you stay close to me.
No story support. And weirdly enough, I don't have any Castorios. Surely one. Okay. Guess I'll use that person's. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so what we got here? What are we fighting against? So yeah, just a bunch of Lancers and Berserkers. That's fine. That's fine. Can I move her to the back line?
Ooh, I can.
Cool. Who else would be good? Technically, Deluxe, I guess. I don't remember if I have her maxed out, so I don't actually remember if I have her, Bounty. I do. Cool. Crown. There's. And Curry Bowl. Alright. Alrighty, let's get to this. Oh, my mouse is like finally breaking after, I don't know, 2 years now. It's not doing the double click thing, which I hate. I hate it so much. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, what we got here? Yeah, MP game's pretty nice. Alright, charisma up. Let's get some NP charges here. Uh, hmm. Probably don't need to NP here. A really good chain probably can just solve this. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let's get rid of all the curses. It's kind of killed me.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドスカリバーン。
Alright, so then next two waves, we just NP and done. Hopefully. Yeah, we have a Castoria chain. Might as well go for that. That should clear us easily.
ここでまっすぐ。ここまでやれば。冗談だよ。泣け。 なまれ。
This should be an easy wave clear.
屍の山に沈め。
Right, I went here for MP1.
暴落せよ。エクスカリバー。モルガー。
I don't even remember how he even got her. I think he was from the free 4-star ticket. Let's see. Prism up. Buster up. Star gain, and we did not get enough. God damn it.
これはい。
Nope.
お
This
任
way.
せはい。この赤に星の規模。死を照らす命の証。決着をつけるぞ。エクスカリバー。行くぞ。ストライクカリバーン。騎士の誓いは破れない。
Okay, that's kind of scared me. I didn't notice it was a remaining 8. Ooh, 2 bells. Ew. They're eating him! They're gonna eat me! Oh my god! There are still 10 large moors to contend with. No, more are still coming. We can't handle this many.
The other you without iron weaponry, stand back. Do not engage. Just lure them to one spot so I can burn them all at once.
We're trying, but these moors aren't falling for the decoy. It's almost like they're here for something else this time.
Something else? Could it be? They're after the child of prophecy? You.
No need to thank me. We're all fighting the same battle here. Now, what were you going on about this? Oh, what are you going to do about this? Any seasoned general like you ought to know when it's time to retreat.
I hate to admit it, but he's right. I could either abandon the carts and have my soldiers retreat, or I could have the guests go on ahead. No, I am a Tamlin. Retreating from Moors is not an option. But they refuse to cluster in any one spot, so they're clearly being wary of my Galantine.
They just destroyed the rearmost cart. What are we going? Well, what do we do?
Oh,
What do we do, Happy Cat?
man, my recall presence is gone.
Oh man, what's good having a Tamlin around if we still have to fight ourselves?
Ugh, she sucks at this.
Why would you give massive amounts of literally unbridled firepower to someone who's already crap at holding back? Oh well, what's done is done. No use complaining about it now. I may not much like fighting, but walking all the way to Camelot would be worse. Come on, Gareth. Let's go take out the little Moors and leave the big ones to the Tamlin. Okay, I'll do my best. I've got more used to fighting Moors, so... Happy Cat? Are you seeing this blue streak of light? It's heading straight for us from Camelot. That's the same light I saw at Sheffield. Forget eliminating all of them. Retreat. Keep the carriage in the first cart. And abandon the rest. Hurry. Lightning soldiers. Defend the guests. Royal Guard. Retrieve the luggage from the other carts. I'll keep the Moors occupied until... What are you doing here, Lancelot? I didn't ask for your help.
Oh, crap.
I don't think you need my help either, but the High Queen commanded me to come. Hostiles detected. Eliminating. Stand back, Wayne. Taking out individual targets is my area. The best night is here! And she's simply on our side! Yay!
Oh, adventure. Ooh. Well, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna guess he's able to MP like every turn. Yep, she sure can. Oh, didn't give her a voice. That's weird. Boop. 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 Does she have arts up? No, MP getting out. That's weirdly low damage for MP5. I'm gonna assume I was meant to target the small one first and work my way up. So, whoopsie, I guess? Oh man, it's so weird not hearing a horror voice.
I miss it.
It is amazing that she can loop by herself. Like once you get that two of the MP on, she's just golden.
She just cannot be stopped.
I also never noticed that the front part of her thigh highs are empty? Bare, I guess? She's like a fire plane in fairy form. All the Moors have been destroyed. Brilliant work, Lady Lancelot. So this is what they mean when they call you the undefeated dragon fairy. The most beautiful damsel in all of Britain. I still can't believe you took out so many of those large Moors so easily.
There. I eliminated the Moors, just like the High Queen told me to. I'll let you handle the escort from here, Gawain.
What was he? Some kind of VTOL aircraft?
As if you were even capable of handling an escort mission. Don't just stand there, you fools. Start fixing the wrecked carts.
Or cart.
If this is the best you lot can do on the first day of this mission, I shudder to think how you'll fare in the days ahead. And you can forget about resting in Oxford. I want to report a report from each and every one of you later on how this situation could have been prevented.
Yes, my lady. My deepest apologies, Lady Gawain.
Pathetic. I would have thought all of you together would be able to defeat at least one or two of the large Moors. I suppose this just goes to show how overly reliant you've become on us Tamlin. It seems I need to start re-educating the fairy soldiers like I'm doing with the humans. Oh, my apologies. I appreciate your help. Sorry again, I never did ask your name, did I? I wasn't authorized to do so. But now that you have aided us in a dangerous predicament, that is no excuse. I am Gawain. What is your name, foreign mage?
I'm Baron Draco.
Well met, Baron Draco. I appreciate your obvious hostility towards me. You've got spirit. I like that, since we'll be enemies later. Alright, let's get this escort mission back on track. Oops. Oh, and I'd advise you to watch what you say in the carriage. I could easily overhear you, depending on which way the wind is blowing.
Oh, that's nice of her to tell us that.
Man, I thought we were going to be put up in a nice inn at Oxford. I can't believe we're camping out again. Alright, if we can't have nice accommodations, at least we can still have nice food.
Man, my brain. ADHD. Dyslexia. Who knows what it is, but I just can't process words, apparently.
I'm sorry we don't have enough to share with the royal guards, but I say we have the cakes the count gave us. Wait, what? I'm sorry we don't have enough to share with the royal guards, but I say we have the cakes the count gave us now. Oh, it looks like mine's called a cheesecake. What's yours called, Altria? Mine says Swiss roll. Oh wow, it's shaped like a log. This should make it much easier to eat. That's so thoughtful of the Count. You proper human history people are all so considerate.
Not sure I'd agree, but yeah, why not? Sweet yam Yokon. How the hell did he manage to make this here? Some tea would go real nice with this. I think I'll go down to that river and fetch some water.
Nom 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 nom. What was this called again? Chiffon cake? This is what happiness self tastes like.
I had no idea they made so many kinds of sweets these days. Oh yeah, it seems even Fairy Britain has been developing a bunch of cake recipes. Back in Southbury, I heard Woodrow's restaurant chain in the south and Edinburgh's gourmet desserts in the north. But it sounds like cheesecake's the one kind that never caught on. I wonder why. Really? But it's so yummy. Does it make me a little It does make me a little thirsty though. Munch munch. It's because a big shot up north absolutely despises cheesecake. She always says cheese has no place in dessert, and that it has to be chocolate or nothing. Though, of course, for fairies from the south like me, chocolate is such a luxury I don't even know what it tastes like. It costs so many more pounds that low-level fairies can basically never afford it. Huh? What is it, Bear Draco?
I'm gonna go make a little peace offering. Do you have a custom of eating sweets after a meal here? Do they even eat?
I don't usually care for sweets. If I'm going to eat something cooked, I'd rather have meat. So no, I won't accept that. But I can see you have something to discuss. Go on, then. Have a seat. You want to talk to me about Lancelot, right? Very well then. Ask me anything you wish to.
Actually, I want to ask about you.
I see. You're trying to figure out my true name. Pointless. But I can at least respect your willingness to try anything you can. Come to think of it, I still haven't properly thanked you for your help earlier today, have I? Come, sit. If you wish to talk, I can indulge you for a short while. I manifested in Britain 400 years ago. I was meant to be the next generation, the successor of an upper-class Fang Clan fairy in Norwich. Except that I didn't look anything like my predecessor. Even though I'm a Fang Clan fairy, I was born resembling a Wind Clan one. No, if anything, I looked like a human. Some suspected I might be a changeling. Others said I was cursed from the battle against the Moors that took place 600 years ago. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know the truth, and I don't care either. I earned the honor of becoming a Tamlin when I ended the Caterpillar War. Up until that point, the title of Tamlin had been sealed away for all 1800 years of the High Queen's reign. In case you don't know, the Tamlin title originally belonged to the retainers of Ask, who was said to be Britain's savior in the Fey era. The first Tamlin was called... I'm sorry. I can't actually remember their name. At any rate, they met their end in Orkney. After that, the Queen forbade the naming of more Tamlin. But she decided to revoke her own seal to exterminate the endlessly spawning caterpillars. Thus, I was gifted the name of Sir Gawain, which is said to be the name of the Knight of the Round Table of a foreign land, and gained the means to strengthen my horn. My Galantine, I believe you call it a noble phantasm. Well, I'm confident it is every bit the equal of Sir Gawain's original. I'm just as confident that I can't hold a candle to the real Sir Gawain, the Knight of the Round Table from proper human history.
Huh. I didn't think she would have so much respect for the Knights of the Round Table.
But never mind. I shouldn't be talking about the Round Table. I'm told it's creepy when I do so, for some reason. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Ah, I know. Let's talk about the war against the Moors. This war took place a millennium ago, along with one of the great calamities during the 1,000-year the 1000th year of the era of the High Queen. It was the time when the Moors had a king and an army, and waged war against the High Queen and 5 of the 6 clans. Apparently, this king was something of an odd duck. He never attacked fairies or killed humans. All he cared for was fire and lightning. He would gleefully destroy anything, and then only for the joy of watching it burn. He reduced cities and forests to cinders, raised the ground before him, and summoned rain clouds just to hear their thunder. Some fairies called him the Storm King, at least until the High Queen forbade anyone from speaking that name. The war against the Moors king, lasted for decades, until finally, the Fang clan brought it to an end. Woodrose, a fairy who had recently succeeded the previous head of the Fang clan at the time, was the one who dealt the final blow. And so, the Great Calamity, the king of the Moors who feasted on magical energy, was defeated before the Fang clan. However, it's said that with his dying breath, the king cast a curse upon the Fang clan.
What kind of curse?
The fairy eating black dogs. It was only after the king of the Moors vanished that the black dogs began to roam Fairy Britain. However, they also eat Moors, so they're not just harmful. There are even some squads who train black dogs and use them in Moors hunt. Mine is one of them, in fact. Have you heard the epitaph, the Black Dog Duchess? It refers to me. Even now that I've become a Tamlin, I'm still called a black dog. I don't blame them, though. After all, I eat everything, including fairies and humans.
How about some cake? Huh?
Oh? Now you're scared of me? So you had no idea you were trying to get information out of a woman feared throughout Fairy Britain as a monster? Well, worry not. I would never eat you. I only consume the strong. I'm unusual for a fairy. What I eat makes me stronger. In fact, I can inherit any unusual powers or abilities the fairies I eat may possess, though with limits on capacity and compatibility. And right now, I'm still full on Foul Weather, the great Earth Clan fairy. I needed his sacrament for the Caterpillar War. It was crucial. But he had holed up in his fortress in Cornwall, and refused to come out. So I challenged him to a duel, defeated him, and devoured him. Alright, I think that's enough time spent relaxing after dinner. Go back to your camp now.
I thought you'd be more the strong and silent type, but I'm glad I was wrong.
I'm used to talking with humans. In fact, my current husband is human.
Really?
Well, I say he's my husband, but he's neither a romantic partner nor a future meal. He's just a guest I'm putting up in my mansion while he recuperates. Still, you do remind me of him, in both your lack of fear and your instant curiosity. Alright, back to your camp now. My soldiers and I will take turns keeping watch. Don't stay up too late. We'll be setting out early tomorrow morning. Forgive us, no more prayers, close your eyes. There's not much fun time left, the veil has fallen, extinguish the light. Today is ending, farewell, this day too will end forever. Forgive us, forgive our sins. It's too late to do anything now, but make sure everything is cleaned up. It's that song again.
Didn't realize Gwen had a husband. I mean, they did talk about how she just keeps swapping around. But yeah, I expected. Didn't think she had anyone she was interested at the moment. But the fact that it's a human is a curiosity. Because there's no way she gets along with Beryl, right? Could it be the doctor? Let's see if it gets answered in the future. Let's see if I remember. Two days after leaving Norwich. Day 30 in Fairy Britain. So that's Fairy Britain's Camelot.
I've never seen it from the other side of the pit before. It's definitely impressive, isn't it? So that part.
Oh well.
So that part where we were seeing from Oxford must have only been the back of the castle. I thought it looked more like a wall than a castle, but now it looks more properly royal. It's got one urban area around the main gate and another one inside the ramparts. I'm guessing that's to separate the general populace from the upper crust?
Don't let the gate fool you. The side facing the pit is actually the castle's front.
Really? So that big fancy gate is actually the back gate?
Oh, no, that's the main gate. Sorry for confusing you, Gareth. There's no way into the castle from the pit. You've got to go through the gate to get inside.
Oh. What about the fairies who can fly? Couldn't they just zip inside?
No, it ain't that simple. There's a magecraft barrier around the front of the castle, the side facing the pit. If you ever fall in there yourself, you'll see there's a ton of gun ports all along Camelot's walls. And you don't usually put cannons behind the castle, right? So we can be pretty sure the side facing the pit's the front. So if Morgan's not worried about attack from the main gate, then
Bear Draco! Bear Draco! Gwen's glaring at something up north. Whatever it is, she's obviously upset about it. You're friends now, right? Go on. Ask what it is.
oh, okay. She's being really insistent about this.
What is it, Bear Draco? Are you suddenly having second thoughts about entering Camelot? That's not it? It's not that? You're wondering what's got me so upset? Can't you see for yourself? That's... Knock-na-Ribs' army up north. Knock-na-Ribs? Where? I don't see her anywhere. Ah, right. You're too short, aren't you? What a shame. Well, no matter. It's none of your concern anyway. Are you kidding me? Of course it is. Come on, Bear Draco. Let me stand on your shoulders. Readerpus isn't here now, so you'll have to do. Well there, hang on. Before you go through all that trouble, how about using one of my handy-dandy gadgets first? Here, a spyglass. This will let you see at least as far as Gwen can. Now, take a look at those plains up north.
you'll see some really intense glares pointing this way. Hmm? Oh wow, I can see super far with this. Thanks, Da Vinci. Try turning the dial on the side. It's set to 5 kilometers right now. But if you crank it to the 4th notch, you can stay at to 20 kilometers. There, see them? There's a ton of fairies gathered in those plains. That must be the Northern Army that that other queen we've been hearing so much about, Knockna Ribs, of the King clan. That's her army? It's not just Fang and Earth Clan fairies. There are also lots of soldiers with masks. Are those giants? There are giants there! That's right. Knockna Ribs rule bestows power and wealth upon any who swear fealty to her. It's the opposite of Gloucester and Murian. However, that effect only works when Knockna Ribs herself is nearby. I see. So if she wants her troops to be effective, she can't be far from them. Go on, Bear Draco. Try looking a little further ahead. See that huge carriage? The one that looks kind of like a small fortress? There's a fairy standing on top of it looking down at us from up there. And even though this is your first time seeing her, I think you'll agree there's no mistaking who this Northern Queen is.
Huh? Let me see. What a shot. Well, that's definitely a very Celtic bodysuit. I'd recognize that face anywhere. It's Meb.
Meb, you mean there's a fairy just like her in your world too? Wait, why is she staring at you instead of me? Did you do something to upset her, Bear Draco?
20 kilometers away or not, I can't believe she brought her troops all the way out here. Isn't this obviously a hostile act towards Queen Morgan?
Knockna Reb and her forces are still just within her territory. She claims she's only running military exercises in preparation for the Great Calamity. 10 days ago, she was conducting those exercises 40 kilometers away. Now that Sheffield has fallen, she's closed the distance and come further down south.
She must have 30,000 troops there. That's not just a threat. It's preparation for all-out war. How the hell does she keep them all fed? Oh, right. Fairies don't need to eat.
No, we don't. Unlike humans. That's one of Knockna Reb's army's defining characteristics. She despises humans, and won't even use them in combat against Moors. She envisions a Britain run by and for fairies alone, with her as the sole monarch.
That both does and doesn't sound like something that Meb would say.
That said, she won't be sending her troops any further. She has no definitive reason to challenge the High Queen, nor much chance of success if she were to try. The Northern Fairies have been incited to rebellion against the High Queen several times before. Each time they find themselves retreating north with their tails tucked firmly between their legs. This time will be no different. Alright, that's enough idle chatter. Let's go. We're about to pass through the main gate. From now on, I suggest you remain sharper than ever.
So this is Camelot's Castle Town. It's even bigger than Salisbury, and even fancier than Gloucester. You can tell only upper-class fairies live here. The meta in the air here is like nowhere else in all of Britain. And that castle keep over there must be where they keep the existence tax. The magical energy they extract from every fairy in Britain through command spells. I have heard stories about it, but this is way beyond what I was expecting. No wonder they're not worried about Knocknarab's army out there. It has to be way beneath their notice. Trying to take Morgan on now, someone would have to be crazy to do it. I guess Bogart must have never set foot here before. If he had, he'd never have thought to rebel. Then again, maybe he knew what he was up against and decided to press on anyway. I thought I saw some writing on the gate when we passed through it. When we went through it. Did anyone else see that, or happen to catch what it said? I did. It said, "Only those free of sin may pass," in Old English. But I also noticed it had been painted over with red, like someone didn't agree. This is as far as we go by carriage. The royal castle lies just ahead. Only the child of prophecy and the foreign mage have been granted audience with the High Queen. The rest of you will stay here, where you will be treated as attendants of our honored guests.
Oh, meaning what exactly?
You see the Royal Hotel across the way. We have arranged for you to relax there while you wait. I will make arrangements for you all to reconvene once the meeting is concluded. However, your name is Da Vinci, yes? You seem like an intelligent servant. As a human, the foreign mage will surely need an advisor. You may accompany him in that role. Oh, good. I was planning on tagging along regardless, but that makes things much easier. We may be on opposing sides, but I appreciate your consideration, Tamlin Gwaine. Okay, Gareth, Miramasa, Habitrot, you heard the lady. You guys will have to stay here and wait for us. Don't worry. You see how well ordered the Queen's army is over the last 2 days. Morgan's obviously even more of a stickler for the rules than we thought. The three of us won't be in any danger even if we face her alone. We'll be safe for at least as long as we're in Camelot, regardless of how the meeting goes.
I'm not surprised. I did break into the castle my first time here. I didn't expect them to invite me in. Anyway, good luck in there, Altria. Don't get so carried away you end up saying something you'll regret, alright? You too, Draco. Watch your partner's back, understand?
I can't say I'm not worried, but strangely, I do agree that it feels like you'll be safe. Okay. We'll all be waiting for you here. Careful, Altria, and good luck. I'm fine with this arrangement too. I'm not interested in Morgan anyway. I'm just here to keep an eye on things until Bell Draco and Masha are reunited.
Okay, let's do the thing. Oh. Door transition. I expected. I can't believe it took us almost an hour to get up the stairs to the throne room. Kneel, present, worship, submit. Emissaries to the throne, cease your breathing. 30 ambassadors, 100 officials, close your mouth. You are in the presence of High Queen Morgan, the king who expands our boundaries, and upon whose shoulders all of Britain rests. Revel in her glory. Know this, child of prophecy. Know this, foreign mage. This meeting is a sign of the High Queen's grace and amnesty.
Thank you. It is so very good of all you to come, even without a formal invitation. My ambassadors and officials are now commanded to be silent. Until this meeting ends, or I order otherwise, the only people present permitted to speak are myself, my guests,
And me, Barrelgoot, the Queen's hubby. Sorry, fancy fairies.
Barrow good. So he really is here in Camelot. And did he say he's Morgan's husband?
Hey there, Barrow Draco and friends. I haven't seen you all since Olympus. Why the look of surprise? Hey now, don't tell me Mash didn't tell you I'm Morgan's beau.
Does this mean Queen Morgan's?
Right? As a master yourself, of course that's where your mind goes. Right, Barrow Draco? Yep, it is true. I admit it. I'm Morgan's master. The partner of the High Queen who rules over the land of the Fae.
I have to watch what I say in front of the Queen. She's trying to trick me.
Altria, I give you permission to approach. Raise your head. Okay. I see. It appears you truly are the child of prophecy. And you must be the foreign mage. The master of Chaldea, seeking so desperately to restore what you call proper human history.
Yes, I am.
Your efforts in Norwich, though commendable, were unnecessary. Still, you did well, eliminating the calamity. I will therefore reward you accordingly. Typically, I would compensate you in the currency of my realm. However, I understand the source of your magical energy is spatial magical energy occupying values.
Wait, what?
I understand the source of your magical energy is spatial magical energy occupying values. You refer to as QP. Which are derived by viewing magical elements as particles, correct? I trust 100 million of these should suffice. Take them. That much? And wait, does this mean you have a QP mint here? Of course not. I will simply create them myself by using your own Magecraft systems methods. I have nothing more to say. If there is nothing else you wish to discuss, their business is concluded. Aldria, Beldraco, if either you would ask questions of me, now's the time. But be warned, though you are my guest, careless words may cost you that status and the protection it affords.
Looks like it's up to me to speak up first.
So, you will speak up first then? Very well. You are indeed brave. Tell me, Conqueror of 5 Lost Belts, what is it you want?
Kalia's goal is to resolve the Bleach Earth phenomenon.
Yes, I am aware of the situation in the outside world. Pharaoh Goot has informed me.
But there's another way. But there's been another anomaly detected in this Lost Belt that we need to resolve first.
Oh? What sort of anomaly?
Using
Oh well.
an ability similar to Ansel's ability to prophesize.
Prophesize.
We've observed a future depicting a cataclysmic collapse. We don't know yet what the we don't yet know what causes this collapse or how it will actually happen.
Ugh.
But if it isn't stopped, it will spread across all of Britain and ultimately destroy the entire planet. That's why Kalia came to Fairy Britain. We need to investigate this collapse and prevent it from ever happening. Now that the Tree of Emptiness is gone, we have no quarrel with this Lost Belt. Our goal is to stop the world's collapse. That's all. I see. So you say you have come here not to conquer our world, but to save it? Is that all?
We also want a divine construct we can use against the foreign god.
That's right. We're hoping to acquire the sacred lands, Rongomnad, the incredibly powerful spell you casted at Olympus. We would like you to provide us with either a mystic code that lets us use that spell ourselves, or the Magecraft theory we can use to recreate it. Olympus? Foreign god? What in the world are these outsiders talking about?
And how can they be so reckless, making out the man of the High Queen of all people?
Yes, I know of the weapon you seek. I also believe you when you say you have come to save Britain. And so I will say this to you. You and your proper human history will come to a miserable end. This collapse you have observed will be the result of me expanding my territory. I shall be the one to put a true and final end to your history. I would never willingly surrender my divine construct to you, my mortal enemy. Bell Draco, arrogant child. To save your world, you will have to defeat me. What you call proper human history cannot be saved otherwise.
Is that your way of declaring war on us, Queen Morgan?
Proper human history and my realm can never coexist. If you wish to save your world, you will have to win it from me.
I really thought she might be willing to listen. Now we have to fight after all?
That goes for you too, Altria, accursed child of Ansel's prophecy. The year's end will bring a great calamity. It shall once again destroy every fairy in Britain. But fairies do not learn, ever. No matter how many times they die, they will always be born anew. As long as my castle remains intact, Fairy Britain shall always be reborn. Even should all Britain burn.
Your Majesty, are you saying you'll only protect your kingdom, not your citizens?
Yes, I offer fairies no salvation. I shall defend my land, nothing more. With all the magical energy I have stored in this throne, I have nothing to fear from the great calamity. Furthermore, only a chosen fairy can sit on this throne. You are neither like other fairies nor that foreign mage. You have been chosen. You are neither a rebel nor an invader. You are the staff of selection's chosen wielder. By accepting my invitation, you have proven yourself the true child of prophecy. You and you alone have the right to bring me to justice, fairy sent from paradise. Even should you fill oceans with the blood you shed in battle against me, you would be innocent of sin. If you wish to save Britain, you must defeat me and claim the throne for yourself. Go on then, fulfill that absurd prophecy if you can. You should know better than anyone that you have no choice. Then it would seem our discussion has concluded. I am pleased we now understand each other.
I know, right? Who wants a nice piece of resolution when everyone goes home where everyone goes home buddy with no bloodshed? So, on that note, you guys were stupid enough to come here with nothing more than faith in people's innate goodness and honor. And now, your negotiations have completely broken down. You didn't really think you could leave here without a fight, right?
Of course not. Bell Draco, Altria, get behind me. I thought this might Be silent. Even now, these are my honored guests. I will permit not so much as a hair on their heads to come to harm, nor will I allow even an insult to their pride until they have left Camelot.
You gotta be shitting me!
Forgive me, husband. Forgive my husband's insolence, child. Daughter of Tindigo, so long as you remain Altria, I shall not recognize you as my enemy. So long as the bell of pilgrimage remain unrung, my lords are forbidden from attacking any of you. However, if she does start ringing the bells and officially declares herself the child of prophecy, then, and only then, shall I name her, along with Chaldea, my enemies, and marshal my army against you. I therefore advise you to think carefully before beginning a war you cannot possibly win. Now, stand down. I am certain there is nothing left to say. Or is there? Where did he take Mash? Mash? What is that? That's the name of our companion. The one you swallowed up with the spell you usually use to get rid of the Clammies. She's a demi-servant with the spirit origin of Galahad, the Shield Knight. Since you named your Tamlin after other knights of the Round Table, I'm sure you must know that name too. I see. That explains it. Yes, I hold your knight captive.
Where is she? Where is she?
I see no reason I should tell you. She is my trophy. But I can assure you she is alive and well. No one can harm her, not even me.
Suspicious. Oh, we're just leaving completely. Okay. I thought we were gonna get like an explanation. At least we have a small lead on Mash now, but
Yeah. It wasn't much of a discussion, was it? She basically just told us we're enemies and threatened to show us no mercy if we dared to defy her. Yep. Can't say it was a very productive talk. We now know that Morgan definitely sees proper human history as her enemy. And we now know that Mash is safe, but being kept in captivity somewhere. But that's just confirmation of some things we already at least suspected. I didn't see anything that could give us any kind of clue as to how we could possibly beat her in a fight. We didn't learn anything useful about the divine construct either. Actually, we did make just a bit of progress there. Remember that atrium in the throne room? The one overlooking the pit? Well, I noticed a distinct magical energy pattern nearby. It was very similar to the Lion King's in the Sixth Singularity. That confirms for me that Morgan has Rungomnad on hand in weaponized form. And not just one or two of them either. She must have at least 10 in place around Camelot's main gate. And with that many of them on hand, she must have already used them here several times before. So we can assume the one she threw at Olympus must have been just one of several she had at the ready. It would have been great if she had at least been willing to sell us just one of them, but it's pretty clear that's not an option. So now, the only way for us to complete our initial objective of acquiring that divine construct for ourselves is to defeat Morgan.
We definitely have our work cut out for us, don't we?
Still, at least we made it out of there safe and sound. So we also know that Queen Morgan is true to her word. True, both Morgan herself and all Camelot might be so stuffed with magical energy is downright chilling. But she was also adamant about upholding the laws she set as queen. She didn't even listen to Beryl when he tried to break them. I know, Bear Draco. That only makes it all the more mysterious. Beryl said he was Morgan's master. If that's true, that would make her a servant. But it can't be true, because she's been ruling Fairy Britain for at least 2,000 years. Beryl couldn't have come to this Lost Belt any sooner than the end of 2019, just like all the other cryptors. Honestly, Morgan would have already been the queen of this land by then, so he couldn't possibly have summoned her as a servant. So the question is he lying about that, or is he being made to believe it? Either way, we need a lot more information before we can draw any conclusions. Oh hey, they're back! Guys, over here! Welcome back, Altria, Bear Draco. So, how'd the audience go? What's Queen Morgan really like? Was she terrifying? Was she strong? Was she really 10 meters tall? I mean, anyone who would take Tristan in as a daughter must eat nothing but other fairies, right? Well, she definitely seemed like a queen. Cut that out, Garrus. Can't you see the Child of Prophecy is doing her best not to spoil your fun? The truth is, the queen was completely ordinary, right, Altria? Isn't that what you want to say? Huh? I can tell. I'm an expert at reading fair maidens' minds, after all. Don't worry, Altria. It's okay to be yourself.
I don't know much about how maidens think, but being yourself is good advice. Deep down, you're a stubborn shrew with a fierce competitive streak, right? If anything, you were probably thinking something like, the queen? I could take her any day of the week. Give me 1,000 years, I'd probably be way stronger than her.
I wasn't thinking any of this thing of the sort. And couldn't you at least make it 100 years? Guess we won't be getting a cushy carriage escort back to Norwich, especially after they basically kicked us out of town. I wasn't expecting the way back to be easy, but now that it's time to go, it's looking harder than ever. If they'd given us at least one carriage, we could have had a nice, comfortable ride back to...
Oh, hello! Fancy running into all of you here. I was out taking our new carriage for a test drive, and I just happened to find myself in Camelot. Seems like fate to me. Go on, get in. Don't be shy. Over on you, sly dog. Yup, I figured you'd be finishing up around now. I take it your audience of the Queen's all done now? I'd love to hear all about it, but first... we should probably get going before our presence here gives the Queen's army any ideas. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you haven't been tempted by any other carriages. Say hello to our new and improved carriage. It's now got 6 passenger seats and 2 sleeping berths. With this bad boy, I can promise you all a more comfortable journey around Britain than ever before. You'll see, they don't call me Ridger home stretch a bit for nothing.
That's great to hear about the carriage. But why are you glammed up too?
Once I told the fairies of Norwich I was one of the Child Prophecy's attendants, they were delighted to absolutely pamper me. The Yost Clan fairies whipped this armor up for me during the celebration.
I see. Well, that's nice. I just hope you're ready to pay it for yourself.
Oh wow, we actually are getting 100 million QP. I am actually shocked. I thought it was a joke. Cool. The Queen is a generous queen. And that's how our audience with Morgan ended. Well, she certainly didn't mince words, did she? Morgan is eager for this fight. I'd hoped there might be some way to broker peace if Kaldi and the Child of Prophecy met with her together, but...
But she obviously never had any intention of giving up her throne to the Child of Prophecy, the true king.
And that's not all. Morgan doesn't even plan on staying in Britain. She said she was going to expand her territory and destroy the outside world, right? I was already pretty sure that was her plan, but I didn't know how she planned on pulling it off. But after hearing about your meeting, I think I've got it. She's going to use the Great Calamity herself. How so? Remember the War Mirror spell she used at Norwich? That's what she's always used to get rid of calamities before. Isn't that right, Habitrot?
Yep. She doesn't usually break it out for that at that massive scale, but that teleportation spell's one of her go-tos.
So even if Baron Draco and Match hadn't gone to such extraordinary lengths, she would have still made the calamity disappear. Or rather, she would have made it her own. I think Morgan's been trying to acquire the calamities for herself. And if she is, that must mean she's able to harness their magical energy and use it as her own. That's the magical energy she's going to use to overwrite Baron Draco's world, proper human history, and make it her territory. She's going to take the curse meant to destroy the world of fairies and use it to destroy the world of humans. And that's her plan. She's not out to stop the Great Calamity. She wants it to happen.
So, instead of getting rid of the Great Calamity, she's going to use it as a weapon? Even though she has more than enough power to banish it, like she did in Norwich? But that would only mean the fairies inside Camelot would survive.
Now that you mention it, those upper-class fairies in Camelot all look down on the other cities. I even heard them say stuff like, the only fairies worth anything are those from Camelot, with a straight face. They've completely bought the whole privileged class nonsense the Queen fed them. I'm sure they just think of the Child of Prophecy as an irritant. I know the Queen said she wouldn't consider us her enemy until we ring one of the bells of pilgrimage. But she's also married to Beryl, right? It's a good thing Oberon showed up with the carriage when he did, because there's no telling when he might have sent troops after us.
You said it. First things first, we should put some distance between us and Camelot. We can figure out our next course of action after that. If nothing else, we know exactly what we have to do now. If we're going to save Britain, our world, and MASH, we're going to have to defeat Morgan.
Several hours after the meeting at the empty storm room.
Still no sign of movement from the pit. That is concerning. That aside, a great calamity that comes every 1,000 years. The sheer idiocy of these fairies never ceases to amaze. At least it is useful. I'll use wherever I must to erase proper human history forever.
Huh.
You again. You know that merely observing will resolve nothing. If you are truly the foreign god's priestess, you should at least try to kill me. Though of course, that assassination attempt by the disciple of the foreign god did not go so well for him. No servant comprised of a heroic spirit from proper human history can hope to match my Tamlin. If you will do nothing but stand there and watch, then do not show yourself. I tire of looking at you. If there's something you wish to say to me, then speak as he did.
Sorry to interrupt your chat. I would have knocked, but there's no door here.
Of course not. Why would I welcome guests merely because they come knocking? I do have a waiting room, though, had you care to use it.
You mean the ghost war down below? It is majestic, but unnecessary. I don't have time to wait. I'm neither omnipotent nor a talented mage like yourself. I'm just an ordinary man, capable of nothing but ordinary work. Truthfully, I should be avoiding places like this where I have no business in the first place.
Your actions defy comprehension. You are clearly from Chaldea. You are on the side of proper human history. While the foreign god means to wipe the slate of human history clean. I could end up destroying it before she gets the chance. Is that not why you're here, to stop me?
No. If you really can't destroy it, go ahead.
What?
True. If left to your own devices, I'm sure you will indeed destroy this planet and erase humanity. And that's preferable to the foreign god achieving her goal. Your goal is to wipe out proper human history, so you can expand the land of the Fae, and rule as its queen. I can't approve your goal, or your approach to pursuing it, but I do respect what you've accomplished. So I neither try to interfere with your plans, nor lend Chaldea my aid. If you should succeed in rendering this planet a lifeless husk, I have no objection.
If you are not here to interfere, then why have you come? You claim to have no time to waste, did you not?
I came to see what you've created here. It deserves at least that much. You saw the Tree of Emptiness for what it really was, and instead of fearing it, you used it yourself. You grasped Chaldea's summoning system instantly, and made it your own. Those are truly exceptional accomplishments. There are scant few who have even approached your level of godlike genius. Now do you understand, High Queen Morgan? I came here to praise you. I cannot imagine there is anyone else willing or able to give you the accolades you deserve.
Your estimation of my magecraft skill means nothing to me. If anything, it sounds snide. Now, if that is all you have to say, then leave. This world is soon to be mine. There will be no place in it for either the foreign god or a beast.
I know. This was the last chance to intervene, anyway. Even if I did try to get in your way now, it wouldn't change anything. If my aim were to stop what is happening here, I have come 2,000 years too late. Your history is perfect. Your script is complete. While you did make a mistake with Tristan, your victory is still close at hand. As one who has stood in this very position, I wanted to applaud you and the path you've taken. In my estimation, neither the Child of Prophecy nor the Master of Chaldea have any hope of defeating you. Though, of course, were a third player who has yet to show themselves to intervene, that could change things considerably. Ooh, foreshadowing. Who would be the third party? Also, what's up, ferret? Well, it's great to hear they had fun with X-Dive offline. I still haven't bought it yet because I'm a little tight for cash. But that's fine. It does seem like it sold decently well, so that's always good to see. And it seems like they did fix like a lot of problems with the grind that the online version had. Really? I still think it's worth full price. But I guess my values are different from normal people. Alright, section 11. Londinium. Apparently Nebula Joy's X-Dive is getting S-Rank Massimo? That's crazy. Okay, Berserker and Avenger. Yeah, the game had like a speedrun option, like how like if each stage in story mode had a race mode built into it, that'd be nice. I would buy it like right away. Because I actually do like doing the speedrun stuff. Like even without a leaderboard, I just like to see my times. Yeah, it seems probably fine. Londinium. Oh, this place is story.
So, now that we've put some distance between us and Camelot to avoid any possible trouble with royal soldiers who just didn't know about the Queen's orders not to harm us.
Alright, ferret. Have a good sleep.
We've moved along the northern border.
Thanks for dropping by. Always appreciate it. And come across the chocolate field. That's truly a sight to behold. Whoa! This chocolate growing straight out of the ground! Candy!
No way! How the hell does this work? I have to take a closer look. What are you two doing? That field doesn't belong to you. You should be ashamed of yourselves trampling someone else's field with your dirty shoes. If you're going to go around tasting this stuff, you need to do so from one of the edges. Ooh, a whole field of deluxe premium chocolate bars Lady Aurora once gave me a tiny piece of. This can't compare to a carrot, but it may well be the sweetest thing I've ever tasted.
Cannonball! Now don't you start too, you idiot. It's so good. It's so sweet. It's a little messy, but it's still just so yummy. I'm glad to see you're all enjoying yourselves. How can you be so relaxed about this, Oberon? We still need to keep an eye out for any signs of pursuit. What is it, Gareth? Aren't you going to jump in there with them?
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! Everyone, please, settle down! You can't eat that chocolate!
Huh? Too much chocolate in their mouths to speak coherently.
Oh no, I knew it! These are Knock-na-Reb's chocolate fields. I've heard about them. They're made with paralysis agent. Charm and calories out the wazoo. Any fairy who tastes the chocolate becomes a hopeless chocoholic. And they then have to do whatever Knock-na-Reb says for the rest of their lives.
According to Garrus' own research. No idea what Garrus is talking about. Animorphs. Crap. Did those morphs just pop out of the field?
They must have been lying in wait to snare any fairies that succumb to chocolate paralysis. First fairies eat the chocolate, then the morphs eat the fairies. What a perfectly devious predatory tactic. And I'm afraid none of the others will be of any help, now that their veins are full of chocolate poison. Come on, Miramasa. This one's all up to us.
Got it. Good luck, Gareth.
Miramasa? Why did you just take a step back? And what's that you're holding behind you?
Sorry. It was right there in arm's reach and I just couldn't help myself.
Some wise elder you turned out to be.
That didn't do anything? So I guess it was just Garrus going insane. Classic crazy Garrus. I think I'm gonna save the crew. Nah, you know what? No, never mind. I'm sure the Buster up be enough. Okay. Don't use the battery now. Nah. The fact that it says chocolate bar makes me wonder these aren't Moors, but sentient chocolate. Again. The number of times we fought sentient chocolate is very odd. So this should finish the first one. Nice. Not nice. Damn it. Really hoping it'll hit Saber. Okay, let's get rid of this cursed stacks. Get another charisma.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても、私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて、アラウンドカリバーン。はっ。
God damn. Just a little off. And now we have nothing. God, do I just go for an arse chain? Or a quick chain? And nah. Let's just
強気ですね。お任せよ。
do it that way.
せい。取った。
God damn it! 4% off. Oh, cool. And now everyone's good. Although it doesn't really matter because, like, I feel like it's just safe to NP now. Like, unless the last wave has something.
清掃。
Then that would suck.
強気ですね。突撃。最果てより光を。そうは空を地をつなぐ。嵐の怒り。
Rongo Miniado. God darn it. So close. So close. Had I known.
いや、もちろん。はい。ここで。
I truly am the fool. Well, I hope Artoria can do a buzzer chain. She can. That works out.
ドンスタリ前例を見せる。逃がしをしない正面から受けて立つ。これお任せよ。いいですね。
Come on, don't whiff. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
束ねる星の息吹。輝ける命の本流。受けるがいい。X 線。
Man, that actually does like a lot of damage. God damn. Hey. Aw. Just a little off, huh? Man, Castoria's almost dead. This legitimately does not matter.
突撃。
Eh,
お任せ
I don't know.
行きます。今回はうまくいきました。
Huh? Does this mean none of you are paralyzed? Sorry, guys, but no. We're totally fine. I don't think this chocolate is poison at all.
That's right. Incidentally, when people refer to chocoholics, they're talking about people who just really love chocolate, or who will go all the way north just to have them. I'm pretty sure it's not actually a medical condition.
Oh wow, you're right.
It is really good.
It's sweet and crunchy and easy to eat. And it doesn't even make me thirsty. I feel so much more alert now, too.
Still, it is a rare luxury good, and these fields really do belong to Knockna Rabs. So if you keep sampling the chocolate without permission, well, see for yourselves. Oh crap, there's a huge army headed this way. But, hang on. The hell are they wearing?
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Damn, they got us surrounded. These numbers. This honeybee like magical energy pressure. It's... That's far enough, you shameless tourists. You've got a lot of nerve eating your fill of my chocolate. Or is this your way of applying to be my slaves down to my great-great-grandsuccessor?
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
That's right. Now throw yourselves at my feet and beg forgiveness. I don't care what backwater town you fairies hail from. One look at this beauty should tell you all you need to know about who you're dealing with. Now, on that note, I, Queen Knocknarabs, pass judgment on these foul chocolate thieves. That's 1 count of stealing of government property, 1 count of smuggling valuable cultural property, 1 count of dining and dashing, and 1 count of lèse majesté. For these 4 crimes, I sentence all of you to spend the next 100 years packing chocolate for retail. After which you'll live out the rest of your days in Edinburgh, while receiving a comfortable pension to match the contribution of your labor. I knew it! Woo! You rock, man! What?
Man, pension? Damn. For 100 years of service? That's better than real world. This is probably gonna be the last node.
I first met her in Gloucester about 5 years ago. She was like a storm in a bottle, and she was the first fairy I got to know outside of my village. Heh, not that it's any surprise. But for a born ruler, there's nothing better than kicking all of your would-be rivals to the ground. The first princess pageant in 100 years, and I'm the clear winner. Now, go out there and tell everyone in Bryn that Knocknarab is the new queen of the Northern Fairies. Man, I didn't even make it past the preliminaries, let alone get a chance to go on stage. But that's okay. I'm only here because everyone in the village insisted I come anyway. Plus, I can't really think of anything more idiotic than a princess pageant. Besides, all I really wanted was to see what things were like outside the village for once. I feel like an idiot. What am I even doing out here? I should be back home helping with the harvest. No, I just had to come here to help my political campaign and to show everyone that Mab's successor means business. I swear. When are the elders going to stop treating me like a greenhorn anyway? Not to mention, the judge's criteria for beauty is just laughable. Don't they know real beauty comes from living a life you can be proud of, not what other people think of your looks? Contestants like us are the ones who decide what's beautiful, not the peanut gallery. Oh, hello. Are you that girl from Tandagal I saw in the prelims? Ah. No, I think you have the wrong fairy. I'm just here waiting tables part-time, so... Why didn't you come to the main event? I thought it was going to come down to you and me. I would have enjoyed being a worthy opponent rather than demolishing the competition. But you were nowhere to be seen. What? Did you leave early because the whole thing was so stupid? Stupid? Well, I guess I did feel pretty stupid. Why, you? I think you don't get what... You think I don't get what's...
Oh, well. Brain. Process. Focus. Come on.
You think I don't get what's going on here? I can tell you're thinking, look at the simple little girl who's jumping for joy over a stupid trophy. She has no idea I lost a battle but won the war. Well, I don't like it. I won't stand for it. You and I are going to compete again, right now. What's your best subject? Horseback riding, dancing, music, combat, chess? Whatever it is, that's going to be our real final battle. And we're not going to stop until I'm good and satisfied. Oh, but we need to do something about that horribly tacky outfit first. Mac, Dim, tear this girl's clothes up for me, will you? I'll let you wear one of my dresses instead. After that, we're going back on stage. Together, you and I are going to show those idiots in the crowd what it really means to shine like a beautiful princess. Huh? Wait, where are you? Hey, knock it off, you pink-haired, honey-brained, nouveau rich girl, before I knock your block off. I'm sorry. I had no idea you'd actually been eliminated in the preliminaries. I mean, my instincts have never been wrong before, you know? And the moment I saw you, I felt sparks all up all up and down my spine. Sparks! I thought there's something different about this fairy. I seriously got the impression you could turn the whole world on its head. Huh? Really? Is that how I actually seem to you, Knocknarab? Haha, guess it's true what they say about great talents blooming late. Believe it or not, I'm actually the child of... But I was wrong. You're so unimpressive that I must have looped from zero right back around to hero. Oh, is that so? Guess that means you better quit bragging about your instincts from now on, huh? You're right. From now on, I'll make sure to observe fairies carefully, and not just rely on my intuition. Anyway, what's your village like, Altria? You said it's on the western tip of southern Britain? My city's up on the northern tip, so I can't even imagine how different it must be. Do you get ash rain there? What color is the forest? Can you fish there? Are there any cute fairies you've got your eye on? Oh, and what was that exploding lamp you threw at me earlier?
The Northern Fairy kept peppering.
The Northern Fairy kept peppering me with questions, and she seemed genuinely interested in the answers. It's one of my nicer memories from back when we still didn't know each other well. Her name was Knocknarab. Since I am the child of prophecy, she and I are destined to butt heads one day, but she was also my very first friend. So yeah, I spent 2, maybe 3 days in Gloucester with her for a few years ago. But as you can see, she never listens to anything anyone has to say. So she didn't make a great impression. That goes for you too, Altria. You look meek enough, but you always talk way tougher than you look. Good to see you haven't changed.
Well, this is a surprise. I had no idea Altria had a friend he was on arguing terms with. And Knocknarab of all fairies? I can't even imagine getting into a scuffle with her, can you? Definitely not. I'm all tongue-tied just from seeing her. Knocknarab, member of the King Clan and Queen of the North. Her magical energy covers this entire camp even as we speak. She's one of the most notable fairies in all of Britain. Her combat abilities may not compare to the Tamlin. But when it comes to the otherworldly common sense and the sheer size of her fey domain, I don't think there's anyone in Fairy Britain who can match her. Really? Is she that impressive?
But look, Altria's not backing down. No matter how snide Knocknarab gets with her, she gets twice as good as she gets.
Yup, those two are a perfect match for each other. Altria looks meek, but is actually a huge pain in the neck, and Knocknarab makes a loud first impression, but she's actually very earnest. They're like two halves of a puzzle box. They may constantly be at odds, but in the end, they fit together perfectly.
Quiet, you! When did I say any of you could talk? You know you're all still, oh, well, you do know you're all still under arrest for chocolate larceny, right?
Oh yes, we're very aware.
Hey, Altria, come here a second. What is it? You're not usually one for secrets. Do you want me to keep quiet about all the mischief you got up to in Gloucester or something? Of course not. Besides, I didn't get into it. Oh, I didn't get into any mischief. No, I want to ask you about that guy who just talked back to me. Is he human? Is he your attendant? Did your dream finally come true? No, oh no, he's my ally. He's the mage who came here from the outside world. We're pretending he's my attendant to make things easier. But if anything, he's the one who's been helping me out. I see. So he's just a bodyguard then, huh? What's his name? I can't tell since he's not wearing a collar or anything. Come on, tell me, please. Please? Are you really Knocknerab? Did you eat something you shouldn't have? Maybe too much chocolate? Come on, Knocknerab. Don't let her get to you. Oh no, I've just been feeling much kinder and gentler lately. So, what's his name? How long have you known him? Well, his name is Draco, and I've known him for about 20 days now. I see. So you're still more than friends, less than lovers. Not that it would matter if you were dating, of course. Huh? But I digress. All that aside. Some child prophecy you turn out to be, Altria. What even is this ragtag band? Are you trying, like, at all? I can't believe you still don't even have a single squad to your name. I guess you're still one of the fairies my intuition just doesn't work on. When I heard that the child of prophecy who saved Norwich was named Altria, I thought you'd finally gotten your act together. But it looks like I was wrong about you again. You're as pathetic now as you were back then. I guess a bunch of third-rate losers are the best a pathetic low-class fairy like you can attract. Take that back, Knocknerab. Don't you dare make fun of my friends. They're all much more accomplished, wiser, braver, cuter, and grand-polished than I am. And if nothing else, they're way stronger than those soldiers you've got waiting on you. Is that so? Alright then, prove it. I'll see for myself who's stronger, your allies or my soldiers. If you guys win, I'll pardon you for your chocolate stuff, and you'll all be free to go. But... But what? If my soldiers win, I'm taking Draco for myself. Huh? Are you serious, Knocknerab? Don't tell me Draco's your type. It's not like that. I was just going to need a mage for my war with Morgan anyway. Now then, less talking, more fighting, Altria. Let's see which one of us is better suited to be Britain's savior.
I guess it would have to be Castoria, right? What even use it for? Okay. weapon with Muramasa, I guess? Oh, wait, it does have guts. So it has come twice.
結構綺麗なので結構素早いので結構頑丈なので
And right here can just do whatever he wants.
折れんなよ。良いでしょう。切るぜ。
Okay, so the guts lets us loop. That's nice.
そこに至るはあまたの研鑽。気づきに気づいた刀塚。八重垣作るは戦時の刃。知ったら成仏していきな。
Yeah, even if we're resistant. Not expect only one to die, though. That sucks.
さ折れんなよ。あの辺りか。
Alright. That gets that one. The NPC killed the middle one, hopefully? Or at least we should get rid of the guts.
収束。鍛造技法臨界。これが俺の鈴狩村正だ。
Nope.
てめえとは反りが合わねえよ。
Damn. Just not enough. 10% more, come on.
良いでしょう。切るぜ。先に行く。やべえな。面白い。
Okay. Pretty much out of boost anyways, so. Maybe this be enough to.
品田姫を。俺ん切るぜ。先に
At the very least, we'll get one guts off.
真髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界これが俺の鈴狩村正だ。
Oh, wow, got both of them. Damn. Actually, could finish the fight.
反りが合わねえよ。
Go, Gareth!
あっち突進です
Poke. Ooh, this is back. And it's not guts, my god. Wait, you can control Morse?
俺
あとは
先あの辺りか。真髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界これが俺の鈴狩村正だ。
Damn, I know. It's not a lot though. We got the NP charge next turn? Yep. Okay, so we're pretty much gold in here.
良いです先に行くあの辺りか。
The hell, we don't even need to use NP charge.
いい線してやる触れてやるよ。
Well, damn.
やることは変わらねえよ。
You know, I probably should save that when the inevitable evade comes true.
良いだ。なるほど。あの辺りか。真髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界これが俺の鈴狩村正だ。
Yeah, we're doing piddly damage.
華麗に
Nah, it's no good.
さて
So Murloth's just dead here.
そこに至るはあまたの研鑽気づきに気づいた刀塚八重垣作るは戦時の刃知ったら成仏していきなてめえとは反りが合わねえカルデアのサーバントも楽じゃねえな。いざ
That charm is really annoying. Okay, Da Vinci, what can you do? Well, let's get her friggin' debuff immune.
とても楽しかったとも。
なるほど。
オッケー。いくよ。いくよ。
引かぬ。
ここはもうちょっと念入りに。
Well, that's not helpful.
急な仕事は任せて。ふむふむ。オッケー。
God, I still have the guts to contend with
そう
too.
君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越えるその勝者を今示そうビューティフルジャーニーさあ行けるとこまで行ってみよう行くよせーの行くよ
Well, that's unfortunate. Thank God for that one evade.
結構頑丈なので結構素早いので
Get Fishy's evade. Because one does an AoE. What's her MP do? Okay, so that's heal. Could use the stars for next turn, so that's nice. Okay, we'll do Garrus first, get the defense down. Then Da Vinci,
完了だ早く早く
and cap it off with
参ります
Abatrot.
どんな
God, I hope it's not full heal guts.
どんな未来が待とうとも
If it is, I don't know how we're gonna do.
私たちの課題なのさボンビアージョまた会おう諸君
Whew, thank God it's
急げ
only
急げ
that 1K.
明日の納期だブライダルスピンファイー
Alright, we should be safe. Because Vigi had to dodge. I don't think he has sure hit. God, I hope he doesn't have sure hit. Okay, guys, we're good. Then Garrett takes it. Wait, what? Hmm. There wasn't a real need for that. I can just do this.
ないぞ芸術とは考えるものさ
Rocket Punch!
ここでまっすぐ小さくてもやるときはやるものさ人間ってそういうものだろ
Ow. Ah. The wire tickled my uvula. I don't know why I decided to drink so weirdly. Oh God. We won! And now we're safe. Ugh. Oh god. Yeah. The water did not help. Oh wow. It's like super irritated right now.
Well, that's okay. My predecessor said there'd be at least 3 chances. If we're if love were oh wow. If love were easy to find, it wouldn't be so precious.
I'm like really struggling right now. I don't know how the why it's so irritated. It was just a tickle. Ugh. Ugh. I think it's over.
There, you see? Bear Dracula and his team won. I told you they were amazing. Now let us go free. Queens are supposed to keep the promises, right? Of course. Believe me, I don't have time to be messing around with you either. I was in the middle of running military exercises when you decided to steal my chocolate. Also, my enemy is Queen Morgan, not the Child of Prophecy. I have nothing to say to a low-class fairy who still hasn't made a name for herself. Go wherever you like for all I care.
Oh, does this mean the King Clan doesn't see the Child of Prophecy as competition? I think it would be to your advantage to capture us rather than let us go free.
Of course I'd see you as competition. I'm the only king fit to rule Britain. As far as I'm concerned, both Morgan and the Child of Prophecy are obstacles to my rule. That said, I can't take Morgan's army lightly. If I'm going to win, I need to make use of everything I can. Either Morgan will jump at my provocation and leave her castle to face me, or I'll attack her castle myself once all my preparations are complete. Either way, I'll need to keep the other clans in check in the meantime, which is why I want the Child of Prophecy to keep stirring things up. Get it? The more you scurry around making trouble, the more Morgan will have to divert her forces from me to focus on you. I don't really expect you to ring all the bells of pilgrimage, but you could manage maybe 2 of them? If you can manage that, I'll take care of the rest. I'll take control of Camelot, send Morgan packing, and banish every human from this island. Daughter of Great Mab. Wait. As a descendant of the Northern Fairies and the daughter of the Great Mab, I'll be the one to restore Britain to the way it was always meant to be. Still, I'm also very generous, so I'm willing to make a few exceptions. If the humans are willing to change their ways, I could set up an autonomous zone for them to live in.
As proof, I grant you permission to speak freely, Baron Draco. Is there anything you want to ask me? Go ahead. Just this once. I'll give you an honest answer.
Okay, in that case. What's with all those hearts floating around you?
Hearts? Is that a figure of speech or something? I see. So you're just starting to know more about me. Huh. Well, I can't blame you. I am something special, after all. As a human, you might have trouble believing this, but what you're seeing around me is all the magical energy I can't keep bottled up inside. As a King Clan fairy, I usually try not to show others my hopes and dreams. At least not until I assume the throne. But I just can't stop my feelings. Passion? From spilling out everywhere I go. That's not the kind of thing most fairies would brag about, you know.
Excuse me, Lady Knocknerab, but we've received a request from Edinburgh.
What is it? Mad chances like this don't come along every day, you know. If this is about military exercises, it can wait until...
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is about more disease, if I may. Whispering. Not enough transcription subjects. Number of Sheffield refugees.
Tell them we'll make a list right away. I'll make the selections myself. Looks like a little chat is over. You guys are free. Go wherever you like. Oh, but I will just say one last thing. Try to conduct yourselves with at least some dignity, Altria. Nobody will follow a king who can't even look that part.
Oh, who can't even look the part. Wow. Ooh, that took a while. And now we shall call a day there. Woo! That was a lot. Yeah, looks like we're still setting up our counter force against the queen. I don't think we're ready to ring the bells quite yet. And we still haven't met with the Round Table Army either, which is kind of weird. I'm surprised, honestly. So, let's see what happens next time. 1 week from now, unless I decide to do a goodbye stream for X-Dive, which I probably not. Well, I don't know what I would do. Maybe it's finished like the last hard mode I haven't finished. That's not honestly worth it. Oh wait, no. X-Dive ends on the Monday. Oh well, whatever. Well, I guess we'll just continue this next week. Until then, thank you everyone who joined me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!